Mein oder einfach nur mal ein bisschen.
Also ich kann es mir schon vorstellen.
He wants to.
How you doing? I'm Nick. How you doing?
Nice.
Hey.
Wir haben jetzt zwei Projekte.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hi. You were texting. Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
When we originally got together with Charlie.
Oh, sorry, that's not my pen. I'm sorry.
Sophia on your right. Sophia. Sophia.
Sophia on your right side. Hallo.
Ist sie worden da im Autogramm? Ah ja, klar. Ja.
Platzieren und auch die Kollegen hierher gekommen und alle hier in der gesetzt, sondern auch gleich für Kaufhandelsmasken. Ja, und gleich ist die Veranstaltung machen und dann ist dieser Stein noch einmal
Please, please. Charlize, my friend.
Away. Yeah. That's right. To the right. Go to the right. Yeah. Just a little way from the lane, please. Okay. No. You think so?
I think it's an incredible city. You know, I came here in the early 90s and there were a bunch of cranes everywhere. And then I came back 7 years later and there was this incredibly beautiful city that was built amongst all the historical buildings. And I don't know, I love the people. I like spending time here. I think it's beautiful. Well, obviously it takes place during, you know, a very specific time that happened for Berlin that I think was very global. And I think it made this film very rich because it helped us create a lot of high stakes for our characters to go through. You know, I personally have a love affair with Berlin. I love cities that can survive political turmoil and unrest and kind of rise above it. And I think the people of Berlin are just so evident of all of that. It's a beautiful city. It's one of my top 5 cities in the world. Well, I was a young girl in South Africa, and you know, at the time, apartheid was very much a part of South Africa. And I think the conversation was being had in South Africa, this idea that you could somehow separate people or divide people, whether it was through a sign outside a bathroom or a wall that you built through a city. It was, you know, I don't think that it was a surprise that apartheid was dropped in South Africa a couple of years later. So I think what happened here really catapulted the world to rethink a lot of things. And as a young girl, it left something in me. I definitely, I was impressed by it, for sure. I I was really actively looking for something like this. A film with a world like this, a vibrant world like this, an interesting historical world, where you could put a female protagonist in the middle of it and have her be unapologetic and have her have a dry sense of humor and have her play with the same set of rules that most guys get to play, all guys get to play when they do the genre. And so that, for me, was intriguing and fun and challenging. And I think it was a huge part why we spent so many years developing this project. We could not have made this movie without those people. We had an incredible stunt department behind this film, and I am so grateful to them, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be anywhere close to believable in this film. So we owe a lot to them. It was challenging. I think I was up for the challenge. I think I was looking for a challenge. I think there were days where there's a lot of shots in this movie where it looks like I'm falling, and that's not acting. That's me really falling and my body being that tired. And I think that's what makes the movie really special. We really push the envelope. We try to do things with the action in this film that we haven't seen before, and when you aim for things that big, you have to be willing to pay the price. You have to have a couple of bruises and feel the pain. I couldn't ask for a better or more perfect ending to this movie. We shot here in Berlin. This is very much a story about Berlin. And to be able to be here today after all those years of hard work, and to have the Berlin audience be the first audience to see it, for me is incredibly special. And I am very grateful for the support that we've had from everybody in Berlin to make it here and to bring it here for the premiere tonight.
I think, yeah, it's just, you know, it's something that I truly had to learn. I come from a dancing background, but not a stunt background, and I had to learn to do that. And after that, characters in that same genre unfolded, but I still have to learn all that. I just think that I just love all the characters that I've been given so far. I think they're all very unique and special, and I love every single one of them. I feel very lucky with them.
We shot here for 2 days, but we shot everything in Budapest. But it takes place here, yeah. I love Berlin. I love this city. I was here in the fall for 2 weeks, just walking around on holiday, and I love it here. Yeah, she's really phenomenal. You know, she's so inspiring for me. I'm starting in this job still. I'm still learning so much, and she really, I really look up to her. And yeah, I love being in this movie with her. And she's so, I mean, I was blown away when I saw her in the film, because I mean, I don't have any action scene with her, as in fighting scene. So I didn't get when I was filming, I didn't get a chance to see her and see what her scenes were like, what the action scenes were like. But when I saw the end result, I was blown away by how hard she was in the film, how tough, how strong, and yeah, I'm really proud to be in this movie with her.
Charlize actually came aboard even before the book had come out. The book hadn't even come out and been published yet. And Charlize said, yeah, this is what I want to do, and came aboard. So, you know, the answer to your question, for me, as a producer, it's easy when you got Charlize, because she was so, you know, involved from day one. It wasn't like how we had a script and then we went to her. It was her baby from day one. So, I mean, she willed it to happen. When you see that happening, and you like going in knowing what you're about to try and create, and then seeing it start to come together, and I mean, that scene was dangerous to shoot. I mean, Sam Hargrave, our stunt coordinator, was operating the camera. That's how dangerous that scene was to do. And just when that scene started coming together, and you started seeing, and you get to see the footage as it's happening, and you're watching the monitor, and you know that something special's happening, I think that was the moment. It was like, wow, this is I like, you know, this is what you dream about as a producer.
To me, it came fairly naturally. I grew up with movies like Alien and heroes like Sigourney Weaver playing Ripley, and the idea of a female hero to me has never seemed strange. So with the book, and then obviously with the movie, what I wanted to do was just show that a woman can do this, and that it shouldn't be strange. It shouldn't be seen as unusual. I never approach these things. Female characters, I don't approach differently to male characters. They're just their characters, they're people, they're all different. But the fact that she's a woman doesn't have any bearing on how good she is at her job. She's excellent at her job. I was drawn to that moment when I knew I wanted to write a Cold War story. It just seemed natural to me to set it around the fall of the wall, because to me that was one of the most important moments in recent European history. And so then it was a matter of imbuing the story with the feeling of 1980s Berlin. I did a lot of research. I came here in the 90s, not long after the wall came down, and visited the wall and the sites and stuff. And I just wanted to get that into the story and make it feel like everybody knew there was a change coming, but nobody knew what the future would hold. I mean, I would have hoped that we'd already have hundreds of them by now anyway. If this can help kickstart it and make an environment where people are very happy to make movies like this, yes, I would be honored to have been even partly responsible for that.
Okay, action movie fans, I've got a list of 10 of the most violent action movies ever made. Coming in at number 10, Dredd from 2012, directed by Pete Travis and starring Karl Urban. Number 9, Mel Gibson's Braveheart from 1995. Number 8, 2003's Old Boy, directed by Chan Wook Park. Number 7, Natural Born Killers from 1994, directed by Oliver Stone and starring Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis and Tom Sizemore. Number 6, Sylvester Stallone's John Rambo from 2008. Number 5, Robocop from 1987, starring Peter Weller. Number 4, Battle Royale from 2000, directed by Kinji Fukasaku. Number 3, Martin Scorsese's Casino from 1995, starring Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone and Joe Pesci. Number 2, Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill. And number 1, Mel Gibson makes it onto the list again with his 2004 film The Passion of Christ. So, what do you think? Do you agree with this list? Let me know below. To receive all the latest movie trailers the moment they are online, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to also check the notification bell. Bye bye!